Hey guys, today I'm filming my Hit It or Quit It thoughts on hauls number 34. If you guys have not seen any of my other videos in this series, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically, I'm going to be reviewing all the products I featured in a haul from about 10 months back and let you know my current thoughts on those products. Oftentimes, once you see something featured in a haul, you never hear it mentioned again unless it's in a favorites or an empties. So what I like to do in these videos is review every single item that I hauled. My inspiration for this series is It's Kirsten and her What I Thought on Stuff I Bought series. I will have her channel and her playlist linked down below. A lot of other people are doing this now as well, which is really exciting because I really love watching these videos. I will also have linked down below the original haul video, and I will list and link all the items that I'm mentioning. So this is actually a relatively small haul, and we have a lot of nail polishes. So first I have 4 nail polishes from the brand 90 Lacquer. 90 Lacquer is an indie brand that was created by Jess Face 90 on YouTube. Jess is one of my favorite polish reviewers, and I knew that these were going to be amazing quality. She and her husband make these themselves. Like, they do not have a factory, they don't have workers, they do this themselves, which I think is amazing. And Jess does not come out with just basic creams, which I really love creams, so I wouldn't mind it. But all of her polishes are holographic, which is so cool and so unique, I think. Now, a lot of indie brands are really good at doing holographic, but Jess is amazing. So in this haul, I had purchased 4 of her polishes, and I have worn 3 of the 4. I do have Manicure Mondays wearing all of these. I will insert them, and I also took all of those pictures with flash so you could really see how holographic they look, which when you are driving your car, you have to be careful and not be distracted by your nails because they look so absolutely stunning. And these 4 polishes are from various collections, but I'm pretty sure that all of them are still available. The first shade I have is Turkey Coma, which is a beautiful copper holographic polish. I think this is so pretty. Now, this doesn't have as strong of holographic as some other shades. This looks more metallic in the bottle, but on your nails you can see the holographic, but it is beautiful. I love wearing this polish in the fall time. The next polish I have is S'more Holo, which was from Jess's very first collection. This is a taupe holographic. This is a beautiful taupe because it does have that purpley mauve. It isn't too gray, and it has a silver holographic throughout it. Now, the holographic in this polish is a little bit more subtle than some of the other shades, but it is very pretty, and you can see it in flash and also when you're in direct sunlight. I think this is a really beautiful color I like wearing in the winter time. My next color is in the shade Let It Rain, which was from her spring collection of 2016, and I just mentioned this in my last favorites. This is so beautiful, the perfect greeny blue, and it does have a lot of silver holographic pieces in here, and this is one of the most holographic out of the 4 shades that I have. And then the one shade I have not tried yet, I plan on wearing this summer. This one is called May 2016, and this is very similar to Let It Rain, but if you guys can see, this one is darker and it is a bit more bluey green, and this one is just more blue. So they are definitely different, especially when you see them on the nail. This color is so beautiful. I cannot wait to wear this one as well. And these 2 shades are definitely the most holographic out of the 4 that I have. And Jess's polishes are either $9, $10, or $11. It depends on the polish because sometimes the price is going to vary. I am very impressed with Jess's line. I think they are incredible. I absolutely love all the polishes. Yes, they're a little bit pricey, but I do not mind because indie polishes are always more pricey, and Jess makes these herself, and a couple times a year she will have a sale. And then I have one random MAC brush. I think I was able to get this for about 50% off. My sister works at Belk. She oftentimes will have a double discount day, and I think we were able to use a coupon on this as well, which is amazing because this is the MAC 286 Duo Fibre Tapered Blending Brush. This is a very expensive eye brush, but getting it 50% off, it was still kind of pricey. pricey, but it was worth it for me, and I love this brush. So the reason I purchased this is because Shades of Cassie had used this in a bunch of her tutorials, and it was awesome. So this is a duo fiber blending brush, and it does have a lot of great density to it. I love using this brush in my outer corner and in my crease when I'm using a dark color. That way it's able to apply it and blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh. I don't use dark shades very often because they can get kind of out of control, but not with this brush. This is absolutely a holy grail eyeshadow brush of mine. Highly, highly recommend it, especially if you're ever able to get it on some sort of sale. Next, I purchased a couple things from Ulta, of course, and I got two more nail polishes. These are both from OPI. These are from different collections. The first one is OPI. I got myself into a Jam-balaya. This is a beautiful pinky salmon coral color, opaque in 2 to 3 coats. This one has the perfect amount of pink and salmon tones. This was from the New Orleans collection. A lot of really pretty shades, and I'm pretty sure this collection was made permanent, which is fantastic, so you can definitely still pick up this color. And then the other shade is Fearlessly Alice from the Alice Through the Looking Glass collection, which was a very underwhelming collection, let me tell you, but this is such a stunning blue. OPI Fearlessly Alice was limited edition, but I would look online at eBay and Amazon. I'll try to find a link for it and have it down below. This is an amazing blue, and I actually think this one was maybe opaque in 2 coats instead of 3. I love this color, but this will stain your skin like crazy, like crazy. So you need to be very careful when you are removing your polish, and just be very precise and try not to get whatever you're using, cotton pad, cotton ball, whatever. Make sure you do not get that on your skin because it is going to stain. But when you take a shower, if you really wash your hands, the stain will go away. Something that I noticed when I was using that polish is that when my polish starts to chip, sometimes I just kind of flick it off, peel it off. And I did that with that polish. I peeled off about half of it, and then with the other half I removed it. When I peeled it off, it didn't have any staining. When I removed it, I did have some staining. So I don't want to recommend that you're picking off your nail polish, but if you do, you're not going to have any staining. I don't care about the staining because I think this color is so, so beautiful. So both of those polishes are holy grails for me. So along with one of those purchases, I had picked up the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. In this haul, I had originally just picked up a 1-pack. This is a double pack, but I love this sponge. I go through one of these about every 3 months. I like to replace it. I think it's incredible. I have used the Beauty Blender before. I prefer this because of the shape. This flat side here, I think is amazing for foundation because it helps give you more coverage. When you use a sponge, most of the time you will get less coverage than you will with a brush. But because of this angle, I feel like I'm really able to pack on my foundation. And then I love the pointed side for concealer and to set my under eyes with loose powder. I'm going to purchase this until the day I die. I know there's a ton of other sponges out in the market. I have zero interest in trying them unless they're other Real Techniques sponges because I think the quality is so great. But yeah, I don't want to try any other sponge because this one works so well for me. All right, now we're moving on to something I'm just so on. So I had gotten a deluxe size sample of the Benefit Goof Proof eyebrow pencil in the shade number 2, which was a really great taupey color, and I did do a first impression on that. I'll have linked up here, and then I included it in one of my Project Pan videos to finish it up, and I really fell in love. So I decided to get a full size of this. I did not pay full price. My sister got this for me on a double discount day as well because Benefit is sold at bulk online, and I do like this pencil. It is an angled brow pencil, similar to the Anastasia brow definer, except the brow definer is a lot skinnier. This is a really great color for me. It is a very nice taupey shade, and the formula of this is very, very creamy, which is nice because it's easy to just glide on your brows. But I do feel like when I'm drawing onto my skin that I have to do in the front, I definitely need to set this brow pencil to make sure that it isn't too creamy and bleeding. I need to set it so that it stays in place where it is supposed to, and I do really enjoy this. The consistency is really nice, and I do like the size because I have larger brows. I feel like I am able to use something like this, and it works really good for getting through the middle of my brow and the tail, but I like something more precise at the front of my brow. I am going to really enjoy using this, but I'm not going to repurchase it because it is so pricey. It is good, but it just costs too much. I'm going to go back to my Holy Grail NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. I've tried so many different brow pencils over the years, but I always go back to that one. So this is good, but I don't think it is worth the money. And then with one of those other OPI polish transactions, I think I purchased 2 of the EOS Smooth Sticks and Sweet Mint. You guys know this is my Holy Grail chapstick. Not too thick, not too thin. I love these spheres for around the house, and I love these sticks to keep in my pocket and in my purse. They are incredible. I know a lot of people don't like EOS, but they're my favorite lip balm ever. So that's everything from Ulta. Then I had one random thing from Makeup Geek. I believe there must have been some Makeup Geek coupon at that time, and they had just recently released their blushes. This is the color XOXO, which is a really intense, bright, warm pink coral color. So pretty. I do love this. I will be wearing this a lot this summer. This is very pigmented and it's also very powdery. I don't like powdery eyeshadows, but I do not mind powdery blushes. You do need to be careful when you're applying this. With blushes that are really pigmented like this, I always use my Sigma F15 Duo Fibre Blush Brush, which is like Holy Grail brush for me because I really like pigmented blushes. That applies the perfect amount of color, but it's not going to give you clown cheeks and it's not going to sheer it out too much. So I do like the formula of these. I don't know if there's any other colors that I'm going to want to get. The price is very good on these and I do like the formula, but again, it is very powdery in case that's something that bothers you, but it did not apply patchy or streaky or anything, but beware, these are very pigmented, but I'm definitely happy to have this one. I don't know if I'd say it was a Holy Grail blush of mine, but it's definitely a love. So the next couple of products were from my second Sephora Play box, and this is much better than last month where I haven't used like any of the products. This time I've actually used up a couple of the things, so I can feel good about that. So the hair care product in that box was the Bumble and Bumble Don't Blow It Hair Styler, which I think you're just supposed to put on wet hair. I've not used this at all. I don't know exactly what it's for. I'll have to look it up. I'm probably going to end up throwing this in a Project Pan sample edition. It's a good amount of product. I don't use hair products very much. I'm a shampoo, conditioner, dry shampoo kind of girl, so I don't really know what I will do with this, but I'm going to use it. I just haven't used it yet, so I can't give you my thoughts on that, but it will eventually be in a Project Pan sample edition, and I'll let you know my thoughts then. And the skincare product they had sent is the Tarte Tarteguard 30 Sunscreen Lotion. This is such a cute little bottle, and it really is just like a mini of the big size. So when I got this one, I actually did use it. I used it a couple times in the summer as a facial sunscreen, and it has a strong-ish sunscreen scent, which usually doesn't bother me, but for some reason this did. And it also was kind of sticky. It didn't dry down on my skin or anything, so I didn't really like this, but I don't hate it. I cannot imagine paying this much for a high-end sunscreen. Like, why? Why would you buy this when you can just get sunscreens from the drugstore that work really well? I actually really love the Neutrogena sunscreens for my face. I don't like to use that spray because that one can really dry out my skin. So the Neutrogena sunscreens are fantastic for my face. And then I'll use one of those like aerosol spray ones for my body. So I'm going to use it up this summer, but I'm not going to wear this under makeup. I don't see it working well under makeup, but if I'm just having a day outside with no makeup on, then I'll wear this. So hopefully I can finish it up this summer, but I don't like it like at all, and I definitely don't see how this could ever be worth the money. So please, please, please do not waste your money on this sunscreen. Then we have 3 makeup products. The first thing I recently finished up, this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This little size lasted me 2 months using it every single day, which is fantastic. And this does have a really nice lotiony consistency. It does blend into the skin really nicely. It doesn't feel sticky or greasy. This does have a beautiful, beautiful glow to it. And I did like this, but because I wear so much full coverage makeup and matte makeup, it's not able to shine through. But if you do wear lighter coverage makeup, you like dewy, glowy skin, I think that this is great. And if you are someone with oily skin that likes a dewy glow, I think you might like this as well, because I do not think that this made me any more oily than I already am, which is actually very impressive. And I did use it every single day for 2 months, so I'd be able to tell if it was making me more oily than usual, but it wasn't. So I think this is a good product. I'm not going to repurchase it because it's very expensive, and I just am not able to see the effects because I wear so much full coverage matte makeup, but I would recommend this for somebody else because it was a great product. Next thing is this little mini of the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I used this a couple times and I know some people really like this. This was super duper light on my skin tone and I'm really fair, so I don't really know how it's able to work for other people. I guess this is kind of buildable and it is like a liquid bronzer. I remember I was using the e.l.f. small stipple brush to apply it. I would definitely recommend that still. Some people use beauty blenders, but I feel like a beauty blender would soak this up because it's so thin. But let me know if you use this. So I want to try to use this up this summer when I'm going for a more like light makeup day. But I definitely would not purchase this. I am a powder bronzer kind of a person, but this is a cool thing to try. And then I have a little deluxe size of the Benefit They're Real mascara, which is a plastic bristle brush. The formula is kind of in between wet and dry in my opinion, and I love these little small sizes because these last me almost 3 months, which is pretty awesome. It does have that little spiky ball on the end. That does not bother me. I never poked myself in the eye with this. This does give really nice length and separation. I will continue to use these little samples if I get them, but it isn't my favorite mascara, but I just don't see it being worth the money. And then I had gotten a couple things from Octoly. These are the only items I've ever received from Octoly. These are the Skindinavia Makeup Priming Spray, Makeup Finishing Spray in the oil control versions, and I'm trying to finish these up this year, and I definitely think I'll be able to do so. These are the best setting sprays I've ever used, to be honest, and Skindinavia does make the Mary Kay setting spray, as well as all the Urban Decay setting sprays, which is awesome. Urban Decay just released some new skincare products, and I know Skindinavia made a lot of those as well. So I really do enjoy these. These do the best job of helping to lock on my makeup, but I don't notice anything crazy out of this world for making my makeup last longer. So I'm not going to repurchase these because they are pricey, but I was really happy to be able to try them out, and especially for free. So thank you, Skindinavia, for sending me those. I have enjoyed them, but they just don't make big enough of a difference for me to actually purchase them. And then, as I said, that's the only thing I ever got from Octoly. I was able to apply for other things, but they were not things I was interested in, and I'm not going to just apply for things just for the sake of it if I don't think I'd actually use them and like them. And then unfortunately, Octoly went through and knocked out any of the members that were not getting 1,000 views per video. I'm still not getting 1,000 views on average per video, so hopefully by the end of the year I might get to that point, fingers crossed, and then I can reapply for Octoly because they have been sending out some amazing things to people. So I would love to be able to try out some of those products for free, review them for you guys. So hopefully by the end of the year, I will have enough views to be back on Octoly. But I was really happy to be able to try those out, and Octoly seems like a really good service. So guys, that was my hit it or quit it thoughts on hauls number 34. Most of these things I had really great opinions on, and they were holy grail to me. I would love to know your thoughts if you tried out any of these products. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.